Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Jessica and today I'm organizing an area in my kitchen. So this is part 2 of my kitchen organizing series that I am doing here on my channel. So if you want to see that, then just keep on watching. I did get some organizing supplies from Amazon. I'm going to have everything that I used in this video linked for you guys in the description box if you're interested in checking it out. So here is the cabinet that I keep our cereals and snacks in, and as you can see, it looks terrible and I have really no space in there. So the first tip I have if you're organizing an area is to take everything out of that area first and then go through and decide what is trash and what you want to keep. And then what I decided to do with everything was put them in matching containers that were clear so I could see what I have and everything looked the same. These containers do hold one whole box of cereal. I just had a little bit left in one of these boxes and then a brand new one. So I just combined the two and then I took what I had left over and put it up in a box that I labeled extra. You will see that in a little bit. And that's how I just did that one because I didn't want to waste it. But just in case you were wondering, they do hold one whole box of cereal. So now I'm just going through and putting all of the snacks into containers. The original packaging that stuff comes in takes up so much space and it doesn't look very pretty. So I really recommend taking them out of their original packaging and putting them into some type of container that matches. It saves a ton of space and it just looks better that way. You will see when I'm done with this cabinet how amazing it looks. And I really didn't take much food and I didn't really throw away any food actually. I just threw away the boxes and I just put the food in the containers and you will see it's amazing, the transformation. These containers did come with some labels and a chalk marker. The labels are awesome. I really like them. The chalk marker, I don't really know how I feel about it. I ended up using one of my own. It was pink and it was really runny and I tried to write something on a label and it all just bled together and looked awful. So I saved it for something else I'll use at another time and I just used my regular white chalk marker and that worked out fine. But it did come with a set of labels, which I thought was really nice. So now I'm just doing my baking supplies. I had them all in one big basket on the top and it was really hard to get that basket down because sugar and flour are heavy. So I love how they ended up how I have them now. It is so much more functional and so much prettier, and I love opening that cabinet now. It gives me so much joy to open these cupboards over on this side. That being said, I am doing this in small sets because I didn't want to overwhelm myself and do the entire kitchen. I had originally planned to spend a day and do that, and I'm glad that I've broken it down. And this just goes to show you don't have to overwhelm yourself and do everything on one day. You can do a drawer at a time, a cabinet at a time. It doesn't matter as long as you are doing it. So I decided on this day I was going to tackle these 3 cabinets and then the 3 drawers below. And so that's what I did. I would say it only took me about an hour, and I love how it turned out. Everything is so much more functional and definitely more pleasing to the eye. So if you guys want to try this, I really recommend doing it in smaller sections, and hopefully you can follow along with my kitchen series and get some motivation from that. And also, I was thinking as I was doing this, not all of this is entirely permanent. I may change things up as I go. I'm going to move to other cabinets, and I may decide that I want to put something somewhere else. So in the end, I am going to do, there's my baby with her scary mask. She wanted to scare you guys. But in the end, I am going to do a kitchen organization, like big reveal. And in that, you'll see where everything kind of ended up, where I decided that I wanted it to stay permanently. This drawer was kind of a catch-all for anything extra that I had. I have never went through this drawer, and we've lived in this house for 7 years, so it definitely caught a lot. And I have way too many spatulas and things like that. I've been trying to use the KonMari method, and there's a show on Netflix where she says if it doesn't bring you joy to get rid of it. So it was kind of funny, but I was going through looking at things saying, nope, this doesn't bring me joy, this doesn't bring me joy, and I was putting it in my donate pile. So I went through my spatulas, I decided what I need and what I don't need, and a lot of them I had double, some even triple, quadruple of the same thing, and I definitely don't need that many spatulas. In fact, I probably haven't used half of these in here in 5 or 6 years, which is ridiculous. So I had a bunch of extra silverware. I decided to donate that as well, and it got rid of, I would say, 90% of the things in this drawer I donated, which is awesome because now somebody else will get to have them and can actually use them rather than them be sitting in my drawer not being used. In this bottom drawer here is where I kept my essential oils and diffusers, and I was so happy to finally get them out of this drawer and make it more functional. I ended up putting those in a basket, and they are in my cleaning supply closet for now. I don't know if they'll stay there, but they're not coming back to the kitchen, I know that much. So, and I also had my blood pressure cuff in there, and I put that in the medicine cabinet where it belongs. It's like, duh, some of these things I was like, why are you even here? You don't even belong here. Here was my process of elimination, deciding which spatulas I wanted to keep and which ones were going to be donated. So I was going to put them back in this drawer, and once I got them in there, I was like, no way, there's only a few of them. They take up so much space. This drawer is huge. It's super deep. I want to use this for something else that is more functional. So I just slid over my Tupperware and I put them down there, and in that drawer, I'm just keeping our Tupperware and Madeline's like lunch stuff, but you will see that did get moved. I do change things around as I go, so you will see that in the end of the video where it ended up, but they did stay in that bottom drawer. I wanted to keep that one drawer available for something else because it just was not, it was such a waste of space to put a few spatulas in that huge drawer. So now I'm just going through my spice cabinet. I did go through and check expiration dates, throw anything away that was expired, cleaned off my Lazy Susans, and put everything back. If you're wondering where I got the Lazy Susans, I got those at Bed Bath & Beyond. So here is how it turned out. I think it looks beautiful. It's so functional. I love it so much, you guys. Let me know if you guys like how it turned out. Also, let me know in the comments if you plan to do this now that you've seen my video. I am curious to see how many people I have inspired. I know that I watch videos like this and get I get expired, you guys. I get inspired to go buy the supplies or to see what I have around the house, which is another tip. You don't necessarily have to go buy new things. Look what you have around the house and use those if you want. The Dollar Tree is a great place to get things as well. But yes, I want to know, did I inspire you? So let me know in the comments below. Now my baking supplies are easily accessible. Madeline can reach them. She loves to bake and she's recently started doing more and more of that. So I am happy that she can get to these easier. And then in that extra bucket up there, in case you were wondering, I put plastic spoons, that extra cereal that I had, and some vitamins and just things like that. And then in the baking basket, I had like sprinkles and different baking supplies, cupcake things and stuff like that. And then I just reorganized all of my aluminum foil and my wax paper and stuff to where I can see what all I have in that drawer. And then in this drawer, I decided for now just to put our snacks in there. I don't know if I'm going to leave them, but for now I think that it works. And then down here I have just my mixer and my cheese grater and, like I said earlier, those spatulas and things like that. And then Madeline's thermoses and her lunch containers that she takes on a regular basis. I wanted them there where they were easily accessible for her. And I put the rest that we don't use very often up on the top shelf of that corner cabinet. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.